Do you remember where we were?
Kind of. But remind me a little?
Okay. So the secret of Monkey Island was in a safe at the voodoo shop, and I was looking for the 5 golden keys that would open it. I wasn't sure where LeChuck or Captain Madison were, but I was sure they were up to something. Elaine was on Scurry Island, working on stuff for the Marley Foundation. Stan was in prison in an ice quarry. There was a lot to think about, but I was keeping my to-do list up to date, and the main thing was finding those golden keys. It says the Marley Foundation Scurvy Treatment and Prevention League, or STAPL, welcomes you to Scurvy Island, 1.5 miles to STAPL headquarters. Wow, Elaine sure has been busy. I better talk to Elaine before I steal any limes from the foundation she's worked so hard to set up. These groves go on forever. Ah! Whoa! The bird has a torn picture in its nest. Is that a picture of me? Ah! Whoa! It's not a ghost chicken. It's a seagull. I think they've captured Stan quite well, actually. They did a nice job with the coat. Probate Order 1673832, pursuant to Statute E, Section C, Subsection IS. By order of the court, the following unclaimed personal looks official. It's got a wax seal of a parrot on it. Elaine? Are you decent? Hello? Hey, this used to be a picture of both of us. What happened to the me part? Hi, I'm working due west of the lake and due south of Parrot Rock today. I pinched a yak with it once, and then I sort of accidentally pinched the staple remover. I had it for years before I remembered to give it back to Elaine. She was happy and mad at the same time. Happy. It obviously means something to Elaine, too. Pirates used to have to steal this from Elaine to prove themselves. Now, at least that's what they told me when they made me do it. I got swept over the edge one time. Good thing Elaine knows CPR. That's where all the driftwood goes during driftwood mating season. Where do I find the mint groves? That's where all the driftwood goes. Elaine and I swim there sometimes. Elaine and I debate about whether it looks like a parrot or a cockatoo. This clever mashup really gets the point across. Hello? Anyone up there patrolling the deck? Ready to kick me into the sea? Sounds like the coast is clear. I hope. Unless it's a trap.
You are a disgrace to the pirating profession.
I'm more focused on the staying alive profession right now, thanks. So far, so good. So, obviously I'm actually Guybrush Threepwood.
Pleased to meet you. Again. I assume that's your real skin this time?
Yeah, sorry for tricking you with the other two.
Two?
One. Math's not my best subject.
Either way, don't worry about it. You're LeChuck's rival, not mine. I've got better things to worry about. Also, I enjoyed the book you brought me.
Where is everybody?
Flambe's up in the crow's nest. Odds are he's sleeping. Iron Rose said she was running an errand. The rest went with LeChuck on that other ship.
Would that be Captain Madison's ship?
I think that's right.
Interesting. Don't tell LeChuck I was here, okay?
Don't worry. I wouldn't want to risk making him that angry. He gets a bit, scary.
Remind me why Flambe still has a job? He doesn't do anything.
He's handy to have around when we have to fix things below the waterline at night.
Hang in there, Bob.
Still not funny.
Greetings, fellow chum.
Greetings, fellow chum. Have you a story to share?
The pirate hunter Morgan Le Fay had my first mate at sword point. And then, all of a sudden... my ship was swallowed by a manatee. A really, really big one. And then we escaped. Through the digestive system. Ship and all.
What on earth is a manatee? You lost me after that.
Greetings, fellow chum.
Greetings, fellow chum. Have you a story to share?
The pirate hunter Morgan Le Fay had my first mate at sword point. And then, all of a sudden, my ship was swallowed by a whale. And then we escaped. Through the digestive system. Ship and all.
You know what? I think your story would really benefit from some colorful description. Like when I hook a fish. I don't just say I hooked a fish. I say there was a majestic fish, glistening like liquid silver, dashing through the waves, stretching my line out like the truth in a schoolboy's mouth.
Oh, that does seem a little more gripping.
Want to give it a try?
Okay. The pirate hunter Morgan Le Fay had my first mate at sword point. And then, all of a sudden, my ship was swallowed by a whale. The creature lit out like an old tar from a bar of soap. Of course, then we had to put out the fire.
Dazzling. I can see you're developing your flight feathers. Keep talking to other chums and you'll really learn to soar.
I'll do that. An empty demon pepper box. Looks like Putra replenished her supplies. Somehow I wish I'd never asked. It was more exciting before. Old boots and deodorant. It's like a college dormitory. This is a bunch of empty containers of preservatives and coloring agents. These things get more sophisticated every year. I wouldn't want to wake him up. I think it's just a sculpture. I hope it's just a sculpture. Somehow, I don't think he's doing fine. Wally? What happened here? Wally's shop has been ransacked. Wally, can you hear me? Are you okay? I guess he's not here. And he's probably not okay. This is all that's left of Wally's standard-sized maps, globe, odd-sized maps, and boxes of other maps. Out of business. Looks like the lights are still on, though. Hello? It's not like her to leave the place unlocked. Also, I smell brimstone and beard oil. LeChuck's been here, and that magical glow on the safe is new. I bet that's his work. Unless it's Captain Lila. I'd need a lot of keys to open that. I don't know what this glow means, but I bet it means LeChuck. Or Madison. Either way, I'd better find the keys soon.
Hello.
I think I'll browse today's catch.
You'll find none better.
Greetings, fellow chum.
Greetings, fellow chum. I presume you want to tell a story, but I can also tell just by looking at you. Go out and find more chums to advise you. They'll know when you're ready.
Wasn't this closer to the box before? Excellent, Marlin.
Aye, that ain't real. It's a promotional item from a local yak butter fellow. But it looks nice enough.
Death waits for all who enter. I'd turn back if I were ye. That's encouraging. Yeah, I'd better not get any closer. Rest in pieces. I might catch something. Or something might catch me. Ah, Papa Pichu! That hurts. Hope they're not poisonous. make a note of this, so I can remember it in my nightmares. It's not one of the golden keys, but any key is a good key in my book. This place gives me that lonely feeling. I'd rather keep moving along. I'm sure I'm a more skilled survivalist and have nothing to worry about. I'll just keep telling myself that. It's not a skeleton key, but I did find it stuck in a skeleton's chest. For a dead tree, it's a little too lively. Just a dead end. Sounds a little creepy if you think about it too much. In all the worst places, there are mushrooms. It's like a slow crashing wave of spores. Ugh, looks like he had the wrong person watching his back. What really bothers me is, why do these pirates look familiar? I'm not sure I want to know what happened here. I'll be fine as long as I don't lose my wits and keep my head. It's an old oil lamp with a little lamp fuel inside. Looks like another greedy pirate who met a sordid fate. Yeah, this place gives me the creeps. It's looking at me funny, and I don't trust it. Whatever it is, I don't think it wants me around. There's no such thing as a man-eating mushroom, right? It says XYZZY. I can't quite get it off of there. It's locked. I think the lock must be under that sign. I'm not walking any farther. It's way too dark. It's not lit, but it does have some lamp oil in it. XYZZY. Wow, neat! It's magic! It's too dark to...
Stay back! I can see you! How did you find me?
I just sailed up and here you were.
Who are you?
I'm Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate.
Are you alone?
Do obnoxious talking skulls count?
No.
Then yes, I'm alone.
I heard that.
I'm Ned Filigree, accountant. I don't mean to be rude, it's just that I'm in hiding.
Who is it you're afraid of?
Well, have you heard of Stan S. Stanman?
The name sounds familiar.
Thank goodness they locked him away on Brrr Muna. He'll be chipping ice in the quarry for a long, long time. I can't help but be nervous, but actually, I guess I've got decades before I really have to worry about it.
How come you're afraid of Stan? He's always struck me as pretty harmless, except economically.
Sure, but you never can tell what someone like Stan will do. He's got no moral center.
There's that term again.
Like I said, I'm glad he's safely stuck in the Brrr Muna quarry for a good long time.
You must be good at math.
I'm a creative accountant. Math doesn't really enter into it.
You any good?
Don't judge me by where I live. I've just had a few setbacks. It's all I can afford right now, but it's temporary.
I'm on a quest to recover the secret of Monkey Island.
That's a good move. I've heard the secret is a one-of-a-kind intangible, which means you can assign it whatever value you want to. Also, since it's very old, you can claim a lot of depreciation.
Wait, are you trying to tell me I'm gonna have to pay taxes on the secret?
Not if you're smart about it.
I'm gonna explore the island a little bit.
Holler if you find anything interesting. Easy, Ned. He's not...
Nice likeness of you. Where's the other half?
No comment.
Can I have the picture?
No! That would be weird.
That's a mighty fine looking chest you have there. What's in it?
Everything I own. The fruits of a man's life. The yardstick by which I'll be measured when I'm gone. It's mainly paperwork.
Paperwork, huh?
I'm afraid so. He's in jail for years. Leave that alone.
Halt! Ship! This is a scurvy inspection point. The law requires that you're carrying limes before I allow you to proceed north.
Have I mentioned my wife is spearheading a...
Good for you. Due to an outbreak of scurvy, all ships heading north are required to carry limes.
Sounds like a reasonable law.
You will have to turn back. Failure to do so will result in fines, incarceration, and/or scurvy.
Hi, I'm working due west of the lake and due south of Parrot Rock today. Hi, I'm working due west of the lake and due south of Parrot Rock today. Elaine and I swim there sometimes. Elaine and I debate about whether it looks... Hi.
Hi.
I was hoping I'd run into you again.
I was hoping that too. What happened at the voodoo shop? Did you get the secret?
There was a complication.
Isn't there always?
A big, heavy rectangular complication with 5 keyholes and a secret inside.
Well, that sounds daunting. What about LeChuck and Captain Madison?
Somehow I still got there first, but I think they're up to something. The safe has this weird glow that it didn't have before.
Well, be careful.
How's your project going?
The project has hit a snag. We have plenty of limes, as you can see, but people are refusing to take them. They say they don't like the taste and they don't believe they'll help with scurvy. As an elected official, I could have issued an edict, but as a private citizen, I have to convince people. I tried this flyer.
Yeah, I've heard of this.
I know it's terribly dry, but the facts are there.
Have you tried using a different font? Comic Sans, for example.
Yes, but I need a small one to fit all the information on.
What about adding bullet points? They could be little limes.
People not liking limes is part of the problem, though.
Good point. What if the text was centered instead of left justified?
Somehow I don't think that's going to make a lot of difference.
I'm not sure what to tell you.
It's basically a sales and marketing problem, and neither of us is an expert in either of those things.
Yeah, I see what you mean. I'll hang on to the flyer. Maybe I can find a sales and marketing expert to look at it.
Okay. Did you happen to feel the earthquake while you were on Monkey Island?
I think I was right at the epicenter.
Yes, I think you were.
How come the picture of us on your desk was torn in half?
Yes. Sorry you saw that. There was an incident with a seagull. It flew away with you into the lime groves. I looked, but I couldn't find you.
I see. You said a seagull carried away my half of the picture of us?
It flew into the lime groves. So far, I haven't found it. Sorry.
Can you spare any limes?
You can take a few. Well, like I said, I'm having trouble giving them away.
Love you.
You too.
Halt! Ship! This is a scurvy inspection point. The law requires that you're carrying limes before I allow you to proceed north.
Here, look, I have limes, see?
To proceed north, you'll have to fill out a customs declaration form. Name?
Guybrush Threepwood.
Fill this out and be completely honest. Right? Let's see how you've done. Well, we have a problem right off the start. We don't allow pirates on Bermuda. I'm going to have to request that you leave these waters immediately.
Does it help if I'm a mighty pirate?
No. Back so soon? To proceed north, you'll have to fill out a customs declaration form. Name?
Guybrush Threepwood.
Fill this out and be completely honest. right, let's see how you've done. Good answer. Interesting you would check that one. Good penmanship. Not checking that was smart. Okay, this looks in order. You may proceed with full approval of the Bermuda Port Authority.
A bucket filled to the brim with rotten fish bones. I'm staying far away from this. It's a very regal-looking ice sculpture. The wind must have blown out the fire. It's locked. Maybe I'll come back later. It says, Courthouse of Brrr Muna.
Order! Order in the court! I am going to cite you for contempt of court for not asking permission to approach the bench.
I humbly apologize. May I approach the bench, Your Honor?
You may approach the bench. Court is now in session. Judge Plank presiding. How do you plead?
Guilty of being a mighty pirate.
Order! Order in the court! Quiet on the gallery, or there will be arrests.
Did I mention I am searching for the secret of Monkey Island?
Until it becomes a legal matter before the court, it is of no interest to me. Although, I do remember a case several years back where the secret was claimed to be a fraud and a scam to sell computer games. I believe that was settled out of court for a substantial sum.
What did Your Honor do wrong to get this appointment?
Never beat a Supreme Court justice in cribbage.
Your Honor, do you have to buy your own robes? Or are they court-appointed?
Order! Order in the court! If I don't get order, I am going to clear the court!
That is all, Your Honor.
Court is adjourned!
Is there anything special about this stump?
No, why?
Well, it was tagged, so I thought, maybe there would be a great gag about a secret opening to a system of tunnels or something like that.
Please don't joke about tunnels next to the prison, sir.
Greetings, fellow chum.
Greetings, fellow chum. Have you a story to share?
The pirate hunter Morgan Le Fay had my first mate at sword point. And then, all of a sudden, my ship was swallowed by a titanic alabaster whale with eyes like destiny and skin tattooed by 100 harpoons. And then we escaped through the digestive system, ship and all.
Listen, let me tell you something about anglers.
By which you mean people who fish?
Right, but if you are one, you'd say angler.
I would?
Every subculture has its own special language. Words with significance specific to that subculture. When you use them, you convey both meaning and membership.
That sounds good.
That's why authentic sounding fish stories always have plenty of angler lingo. For example, I wouldn't tell people a big fish broke my string. I'd say I was jigging with a hard bait when a strike from a lunker snapped my leader.
That's both highly specific and difficult to understand.
Exactly the point. Want to give it a try?
Okay. The pirate hunter Morgan Le Fay had my first mate at sword point. And then, all of a sudden, My ship was swallowed by a huge lunker of a whale. A real chum-chomping line breaker, if ever there was one. Then Morgan knocked me out and sold me to my enemies.
Yeah, that's the way. You almost sound like a real angler. Not a half-bad story. You know who you should talk to? Elaine Marley. She's kind of famous, but she's nice. She might see you.
She just might. Thanks. Hi. Any chance I could get inside the quarry?
Not many try to get in here, just out. What's the purpose of your visit?
It's a social call.
We do have a visitation policy, but it's quite strict. Who are you here to see?
Stan.
We do have a Stan. I'm a little surprised he'd have a visitor. Can you prove you know him?
I can describe him. Loud jacket. Never stops moving his arms. Or his lips.
That does sound like him, but I'm supposed to see some actual physical evidence. Just bring me something that shows you two have ever been in a room together. That way, I can tell my boss that I did my job.
Okay, it's lit. Nice view. Wow. Wouldn't want to fall from here. Roaring fire, melting ice. Very hoogly.
Welcome, loyal subject.
These matches are specially formulated for freezing temperatures. Disclaimer, will not light underwater. At the end of the plank.
My only copy. Please don't touch it.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate.
Grunt.
What do people do for fun around here? I see. Brrr Muna seems like a friendly place. Yeah, I feel you. Oh, most regal, high, authoritative, benevolent ruler person.
No need to be so formal. This is Brrr Muna. You're Guybrush Threepwood, aren't you? I'm Odina the Ninth. I know your wife.
From when she was governor of Melee?
That was before I won my throne, but she does keep her hand in.
And both feet.
What brings you north of the 19th parallel, Guybrush?
I need your help to recover the secret of Monkey Island. There are these 5 golden keys.
I'm vaguely aware of them. You can obviously see the one on my crown. The Crown of Keys is a ceremonial artifact worn by the reigning queen of Brrr Muna. It was originally fashioned from the house keys of the citizens as a gesture of trust.
And or submission?
My predecessor as queen is the one who added the golden key. I think it gives a certain pizzazz.
Perhaps I would be able to help safeguard that valuable item.
I think it's perfectly safe with me. And with the armed guard standing at the foot of the stairs blocking your exit. You may touch the crown if and when you become queen, and not before.
Become queen? Interesting. Hypothetically, how exactly would a person become queen of Brrr Muna?
You have to earn it, win it, wrest it from the iron grip of the previous queen. Most people can't manage that, of course. But by the traditions of Brrr Muna, all are welcome to try. To become queen, you must show your qualifications by defeating the current queen in 3 contests. The contests test your heartiness, your seriousness, and your intelligence.
What if I only want to be queen for a little while? 5 minutes might be enough.
The queenship implies a lifelong commitment to uphold and defend your people.
Okay, whatever. I get the crown, though.
Yes.
Can you give me more details on the contests to become queen?
The contest of heartiness is an eating contest. Raw fish. Call it sushi if it helps you sleep better. The contest of seriousness is one where you must keep a straight face. Whoever laughs first loses, which I never do. The contest of intelligence is an algebra test. 20-second time limit, best answer wins. And yes, I do always have the best answer. You sound like you're serious about this.
Thank you for the audience. I'll take my leave.
Very well. You may go.
XYZZY. Huh. It says, warning, you are about to enter a maze of twisty passages, mostly very similar. Looks like someone forgot to pick up their trash. XYZZY. I can't get to the docks. I can't get to the docks. XYZZY. XY. The pit of agony lies ahead. That's promising. It looks really deep. Okay, here goes. Oh no, the lamp is going out. I should have seen that coming. Water, fire. SOS! That was a close one. I'll have to remember that fire doesn't burn underwater. Hi.
Hi.
I show this to other people who have them to start a storytelling session. Greetings, fellow chum.
Guybrush! You've joined the Chums! I'm glad. Maybe a new hobby will help you get your mind off the secret.
Sure.
Well, let's hear what you got.
The pirate hunter Morgan Le Fay had my first mate at sword point. And then, all of a sudden, my ship was swallowed by a titanic alabaster whale with eyes like destiny and skin tattooed by 100 harpoons. The creature lit out like an old tar from a bar of soap. Of course, then we had to put out the fire.
That's nice, Guybrush, but I think you've left out the most interesting part. What was it like inside the whale? What happened in there? People want to hear about the experience.
That makes sense.
Want to give it a try?
Okay. The pirate hunter Morgan Le Fay had my first mate at sword point. And then, all of a sudden, my ship was swallowed by a titanic alabaster whale with eyes like destiny and skin tattooed by 100 harpoons. A guy already inside thought I wanted to steal his girlfriend. Morgan Le Fay and I said we were married, so I'd seem unavailable.
Which you were.
Yes, I was. And then we escaped. Through the digestive system, ship and all.
I think you've got it. That was really good, sweetie. You should tell a story to the Chums leadership at the Codswallop Fish Shop.
fellow.
Greetings, fellow chum.
Greetings, fellow chum. Have you a story to share? And don't be nervous thinking it's a test to see whether you've mastered the art.
Even though that's just what it is.
The pirate hunter Morgan Le Fay had my first mate at sword point. And then, all of a sudden, my ship was swallowed by a titanic alabaster whale with eyes like destiny and skin tattooed by 100 harpoons. A guy already inside thought I wanted to steal his girlfriend. Morgan Le Fay and I said we were married, so I'd seem unavailable. And then we escaped, through the digestive system, ship and all.
That's a fine story, but it doesn't sound like a tale told by an angler, truth be told.
I show this to other people who have them to start a storytelling session. Greetings, fellow chum.
Greetings, fellow chum. Have you a story to share? And don't be nervous thinking it's a test to see whether you've mastered the art.
Even though that's just what it is.
The pirate hunter Morgan Le Fay had my first mate at sword point. And then, all of a sudden, my ship was swallowed by a titanic alabaster whale with eyes like destiny and skin tattooed by 100 harpoons. A guy already inside thought I wanted to steal his girlfriend. Morgan Le Fay and I said we were married, so I'd seem unavailable. The creature lit out like an old tar from a bar of soap. Of course, then we had to put out the fire.
That's a fine story.
Greetings, fellow chum.
Greetings, fellow chum. Have you a story to share? And don't be nervous thinking it's a test to see whether you've mastered the art.
Even though that's just what it is.
The pirate hunter Morgan Le Fay had my first mate at sword point. And then, all of a sudden, my ship was swallowed by a huge lunker of a whale. A real chum-chomping line breaker, if ever there was one. A guy already inside thought I wanted to steal his girlfriend. Morgan Le Fay and I said we were married, so I'd seem unavailable. And then we escaped, through the digestive system, ship and all.
Aye, the pieces are all there. But it's a bit flat, isn't it? Lacking descriptive power, as they say.
I show this to other people who have them to start a storytelling session. Greetings, fellow chum.
Greetings, fellow chum. Have you a story to share? And don't be nervous thinking it's a test to see whether you've mastered the art.
Even though that's just what it is.
The pirate hunter Morgan Le Fay had my first mate at sword point. And then, all of a sudden, my ship was swallowed by a huge lunker of a whale. A real chum-chomping line breaker, if ever there was one. It began to crack the ship apart like 4 drunken wedding guests fighting over the last oyster. One false move, and you'd be wearing Jonah's overcoat, a layer of greasy phlegm as thick as day-old pancake batter. Then we stuck an umbrella jig head in the beastie's mouth and reeled it in from the inside.
That was a whopper of a story.
You've clearly learned all there is to learn. I hereby declare you to be a Chum Grand Master. Congratulations.
Wow, thank you. That's a great honor. Is it all right if I take this flag with me?
That would be within your rights as a well-respected chum of the highest order.
Seriously?
Be sure to treat it nice. It doesn't need more holes than it's got already.
It's one of Bella Fisher's flags, about 15 by 15 and full of holes.
You found it like this?
It was over 200 years old. It's the only one on the island. An irreplaceable natural resource. What are we supposed to do with it now? Make toothpicks?
How many people besides yourself even know the location of this tree?
Not many at all. I did tell someone about it just recently, but...
But what? Who was it?
Well, odd coincidence.
I'm closer than ever to finding the secret of Monkey Island.
I'm not any closer to caring about it.
Another resource has given its all in support of my personal goals. The light's off. Looks like they're closed.